Guys, it is Tuesday, October 22nd. I'm going to be going over today's trade and why it's important to remember time and price, because most people probably got stopped out on all of this accumulation and then missed a trade because they thought lunch hour would not produce a good setup. So that's what I'm going to be going over today. So basically, coming into this, we had 10 a.m. accumulate, 11 a.m. accumulate, we had equal highs form, and then we had this 4-minute inversion. We had a tap into this 15-minute. We also were in the discount of this dealing range, and so I wanted to see all of this buy side get taken, and also 12 p.m. hourly candle CRT, which was accumulation, manipulation, distribution within the hourly candle. We formed this SMT. We had all of these buy side targets, and I wanted to see it get ran. Coming out of lunch hour into the 1250 to 110 macro, I went in with 4 cons. I know we had this 4 minutes that inversed, entered right there, stops to break even, took 1 contract off at 1-to-1. Second contract at the 11 a.m. accumulation highs. Then this actually tapped back into a 5-minute, so I wanted to see price keep pushing up. Then we hit those 10 a.m. accumulation highs, and at this point, price was just always going to run to a previous day high. That was my final draw on liquidity, and there it was. So pretty banger trade. I loved everything about this, and I do want to show you guys one more time. Let's get that a little bit smaller. Okay, so I adjusted it a little bit. I graded it from A+ to A. So this was everything within my A model. And what did you make me still trade lunch hour? So what made me trade lunch hour was 10 a.m. opened high, manipulated, taking out London highs, but we still had Asia highs and previous day high as my draw on liquidity. So then we generated again for the 10 a.m. and the 11 a.m. candle, and then 12 p.m. candle range theory. If any of you guys are familiar with that, it is AMD within a hourly candle. So basically we had 12 a.m. 12 p.m. accumulate, manipulate into this 15-minute, create an SMT, then the last 20 minutes started distributing, and then within this macro, I wanted to see all this buy side get ran, because macros are times where price is more likely to take out buy side or sell side. The point about risking 1% on a funded, I think, is when you get $6,500 in profit, and then I would just say like 0.5% until you get there, only because like capital preservation, once you learn how to trade, is more important than making like the huge bucks. My most profitable month was in August when I made 13K, and all I did was 1% a day. 1% a day keeps the 9 to 5 away. Printing that quote. How long did it take me to get my first payout? Dude, oh my God. It probably took me like 7 months, 8 months. But honestly, if it were how I started right now, like if I started my trading journey maybe like in March or like February, it would have been so much easier. Especially with the community that we have here. Yeah, I don't know. Like all of my things that I try and do, or I teach how I would have wanted to be taught in the beginning. At what point in my trading journey did my psych change? Dude, every day it changes. Some points I'm like, dude, I'm never gambling again. I'm never blowing an account. I'm never full porting. And then somehow I just still end up full porting. I'm like still in my learning curve. When did it change for the better? I think in like July. July, after I actually lost all my Apex accounts, is when I was like, okay, like I have to, if I really want to do this, I have to take this more seriously. Because at that point I was like $8,000 or $9,000 in credit card debt. I was living in the beach house that Apex paid for. It was like a slow build up, and then that one thing like pushed me over the edge, basically. Yeah, so I lost all my Apexes because I just revenge traded, and I thought just full porting was kind of the way out of my situation. I had 5 Apex accounts. I was like, oh, if I do this, like, this will happen, like, it'll be all good. And then I lost them all in July, and that was 10 accounts. And then I ended up getting banned from Apex maybe like a month ago. When did I start trading? I started trading, I've been trading for like 6 years, but it went Forex, options, futures. Time and price do be hitting, bro. That's like the whole point of this trade today. Like, I feel like it was more time than it was price. What do you think helped elevate your profit trading into profitability? Really doing exactly what is on screen right now. Creating your trading plan and then back testing. I think those two pushed me over the edge of my trading journey and really helped me like identify and just like go into a day. Like, I don't know, like I'm sure most of you have gone into a day where you were like, I have no idea what's going on. And you feel like every day is like that. But you'll get to a point where you're like, okay, like I've back tested enough. I've seen enough price action. I understand that my model works. So then you only start taking trades based on your model. I think that's what changed my whole like stage into profitability. I don't have much problem with FOMO anymore, as much as like mad. I don't know if you call that FOMO, because I'm more mad I missed out on the setup because I need the money, rather than like, oh my God, because I know another trade will present itself. It's just like I wish I caught that one. So it's not so much FOMO. It's just like, damn, kind of thing. Do I still backtest? Yeah, for sure. I think the more data you can. Okay, let me rephrase that. I would always keep backtesting until you know your model works. So this model that I've been using, I backtested in 2023 and 2024, only to the point where I know it works. But backtesting always helps you. Like the other day, I was using FX Replay just to help me like identify breakers. Just something even as small as like using FX Replay to like help you refine and look for things that you couldn't normally look for in like live time. The biggest part about FOMO and like trading is the fact that a trade will present itself every day. And if it doesn't, it'll be the next day or 2 days from now. It shouldn't be like you have to force everything. If I missed my 200 point short yesterday, look what presented itself today. A 100 point long. It really does not matter. You'll get to the point where you see this and you're like, oh my God, it doesn't even matter that I missed the trade yesterday because I know I just took this great trade. And that will push you to the point where yesterday I'll be like, damn, even if I missed this 200 point short, a 100 point long could come tomorrow. What's my trading schedule like? Well, for my model, I only look for entries in between 9:30 and like 10:30. But like I did today, I stayed on because even though I didn't get a trade within like my 9:30 to 9:10 entry, I saw 10 a.m. accumulated, 11 a.m. accumulated. So what's going to happen? Lunch hour will deliver the draw on liquidity. Do I ever struggle with psych? Dude, I struggle with psych like to this day. I feel like right now I'm at the point where my psych is the best it's ever been. But I've said that before and I've struggled. So like I said, I'm still working on it. Do I think journaling is for disciplinary purposes? I personally don't journal. I think journaling is just, well, I also have OCD. So I think journaling is fun and I think it's cool. I like looking back at my journal. I like seeing what I've traded in the past. I feel like writing stuff down helps you better understand the concept that you're learning. I think the biggest part of a public journal, and you guys can see this in my journal, I said as soon as I blew all of my accounts, I started journaling and posting every single trade I took, like my account balance to the pennies. I screenshotted everything because I wanted to be held accountable. And I feel like some people not only have a problem with holding themselves accountable to the point that they need others to hold them accountable. And I've definitely struggled with it before. That's why I started posting in my journal, because I wanted it to be public. I wanted you guys to know when I fucked up. I wanted you guys to know when I took a losing trade. All of you looked up to me in this Discord for so long, to the point where if I looked bad, I couldn't do it. It was like, dude, like, how am I going to be the mentor for hundreds of people when I'm sitting here fucking gambling? So I started posting my journal and my account numbers and everything. You guys can look back to my journal from July. I posted every single fucking profit, payout, loss, everything. And that is really what helped me lock in like my strategy and my psychology. My psychology only really started turning bad again when I got banned from Apex, and I felt like I was forced to do this for money because Apex was supposed to give me $40,000. It was just all bad. Do you care? Dude, I posted in my bio, DMs are always open. I love talking with you guys. I will sit here and talk to you guys all fucking night. DM me whenever you need. If you need me to hold you accountable in your journal, you can DM me what you took today. You can say where you fucked up, bro. I will hold you accountable. Send me something for yourself and for me to hold you accountable, or you just want a small group of people to hold you accountable. You don't like how big PB is. I just think that, like, you guys should be journaling, one, for yourself, and two, so that you can hold yourself accountable. And if it's a public journal, you can have everyone else hold you accountable. Blake literally goes over journals. There's 96 of you guys in here, and 7 or 8 people sent journals. Everyone in here should be journaling. All right, I'm probably gonna head off here, edit this video, and then post it on the Stock Paper Scissors YouTube channel. All right, well, appreciate you guys for showing up. Anything you need, just DM me. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're made it this far into the video. This was today's trade recap, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.